Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. It's been a week since I started uploading, so I've been pretty consistent, which is good. Um, Yesterday was extremely hard trying to stay within that environment with anxiety. It took a lot out of me physically. Um, so today, if I start getting overwhelmed like that, I want to try to calm myself down because I really didn't get that much done yesterday. I became extremely depressed, and at one point I laid down and took a nap. I guess it was a nap. I just closed my eyes and thought I was going to take a nap. I just got in that weird, twilight state. But anyway, it is extremely frustrating. I look awful, so I'm not going to be on camera right now. That's why I have these guys that you see. Much better sight. The underneath of my eyes look terrible. We have mold in this apartment, and the health department came and they ordered the landlord to do some things, but he just basically covered it up instead of removing it, and now it's growing all over the place. So I really don't want to deal with calling them back. It was an absolute nightmare dealing with this whole situation, and then he made me feel bad for calling them when I gave him the opportunity to fix it himself, and he denied there was anything there. In the meantime, there's effing mushrooms growing out of the wall at one point. So, yeah, I'm not going to let this situation determine my mood and my outlook on the day. And I have to work with my son on that too, because today he's not working. And I know if they call him and ask him, he will go to work because he doesn't want to be at the apartment. He has a really good work ethic, which is great, but I kid you not, every single day off that he has, he wants to go to work. And a majority of it is because he doesn't want to be in this apartment, and I don't blame him. Hi, Mama. Mama kitty. So I need to also decide what we're going to do, because I cannot afford to keep paying him and save to get out of here. So I'm basically between a rock and a hard place, and I have to make a decision. Am I going to flat out stop paying, which I know is not the right thing to do, but I also know I cannot continue to live here, and I am not willing to have a heart attack or a stroke over this situation. As you can see, it's absolutely disgusting. He's got a ladder going up to my bedroom window. And it has been there for months, and he's been back here several times, so he can't say he doesn't know it's there. He doesn't give a shit about anyone's safety. He cares about collecting rent, and that's basically it. The whole thing could go to shit for all he cares. Hey, Mom. These babies are so cute. And I'll tell you something, it's very helpful that I get to care for them, that they just ended up here. And we're still waiting on a rescue to contact us. We've been calling. A lot of them are full here in Connecticut. So in the meantime, we'll continue to take care of them. You're okay, honey. You're okay. Poor Mama. She's a little more comfortable. I haven't been able to pet her yet. I haven't really tried. So this is a very nice, break from that chaos. So anyway, today I have to make that decision, and I have to stick with it, because what's happening is I don't have a set plan. I have a lot of things going wrong all at one time. So I've got to sort through that. And I know he's going to start bugging me because I only made a partial payment. We paid more than half. But of course, we're supposed to pay the whole thing, and it just kind of sucks that he decided he was going to up it $100. I'm going to do an apartment tour probably today so you guys can see what we're working with here. We're his only tenants, and there's really no good reason why it's in such a bad condition. And me personally, I don't like to bother people to do things. I'd rather do it myself. We've fixed a few things, and I spent quite a bit of money on fixing things that he should have taken care of. And really what's happened is the result of just collecting rent and not making the bare minimum maintenance, not even looking. He hasn't been in there in a long time. Until the health department came, it had been years, I think, since he had been in there. And just me, as if I had a property, I would want to make sure that it's being clean and taken care of. And if there are any problems that maybe the tenant wouldn't see, just to keep up on it. I'm not asking him for like brand new everything. I just don't think it's right to subject somebody to living in mold. Our water is orange too, and that's been going on for like a week, and I don't know what's causing that, but I mean, could you imagine? Do you want to shower with orange water? And this allergy I have to the mold, I kid you not, I itch every single day, and it's awful to take a shower and then come out and your skin is burning and itching. So that's what leads me to think it's the mold. And if you look under my eyes, you can see these like puffy, swollen red lines. That's clearly an allergy. No antihistamine has worked either, which is strange because I've used them before and they were fine. Antihistamine doesn't really touch it, and we're perpetually exposed to this by being there. So when I think of all those things, and then I think, well, how are you going to get out of here quickly? How are you going to do that if you cannot afford to keep making payments and save to get out of here? So a drastic option would be to just stop paying, but then I have to deal with the repercussion, which will be probably going to court and him being pissed off, and then we'll probably turn into a fight because I'm not going to be quiet on those things. I don't think it's right that he thinks it's okay to be in a condition like this. It's ridiculous. So I'm going to decide today, and I have to stick with it because I can't continue to see my son have a hard time when he does work hard. And I just don't think it's right that he has to be subjected to this too. And this guy thinks it's okay to collect rent and not do anything with the apartment. The last time I spoke with him about the condition of the apartment, he gave me the excuse that the reason why he didn't do maintenance was because it costs money. But I mean, as a landlord, that is your responsibility. That has nothing to do with me. To say something so ignorant like that, and he really fully believed it too. Like, I wish I had that on tape. He really believed that that was a legitimate excuse. I mean, that's not an excuse at all. I feel like that's almost like me saying, well, hey, I can't afford to pay the rent, so I'm just not going to, and you should just accept that because that's the way it is. There's a law that we're all supposed to follow, and it seems like, this guy doesn't care. He just does what he wants to do, I guess. So I don't know, but we'll do an apartment tour later, and hopefully these guys are going to continue making progress with socialization because they're getting older, and I think they have maybe like 2 more weeks before they're supposed to be done nursing. I mean, I only know the basics with cats. I don't know, maybe because they're outside with her and nobody's like separating them, maybe they'll continue to do it longer. I don't know. I have no idea. If you know anything about that, feel free to jump in the comments. And then tonight I have my nephew's play that I'm supposed to go to, and I remember going to his play last year at this time, and it was really hard just to sit there with that. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do it, and it might count as an exposure in terms of overcoming anxiety. It might count as one of those. So hopefully I'll be able to get some footage of that. Big reason why I don't even want to deal with that, I know, is because I feel like I look awful. Like, I've lost most of my hair and my skin is an absolute mess, and when I put makeup on, it makes it look better, but it's also causing irritation because the skin is just so raw. Like, I need to let it heal, and it's hard to let it heal when you're still in the environment that causes it in the first place. So we have air filters. I've gone to extreme lengths to clean in there, and it's made very little difference. So all of these reasons, everything that's going on, the best thing to do is just get out of here. And I might have to do something drastic to be able to accomplish that. So we'll see what happens. And I know I'm not the only one going through this. I actually went to Food Share this morning, and I thought there wouldn't be too many people because it's on a Friday and it was early in the morning. I kid you not, the parking lot was full. There was a line, and we ended up coming back, and I was the last person there, and they still helped me. So I'm grateful for that. But it just shows you that a lot of people are having a very hard time with the way things are. So I just hope it'll get better for everyone. And I hope you guys have a good day, and I will talk with you in the next video. Thank you.